let's say we've got a list of data like this. This is probably the easiest way to put it in because you just put it in by date order, but it's not the easiest way to get any information out of it. For example, if you wanted to know how much you spent on entertainment, you'd have to come over here. You would have to type a formula which says entertainment equals this cell plus this cell plus, oh dear, I've missed one, this cell, and that's fine. The trouble is, you then go out to the movies and the calculation's wrong. You've got to go and rewrite it all the time. Excel will do that for you, and it'll do it for you automatically. At this stage you stop doing the work and you let the program do it for you. Firstly, there's no order in this list at the moment. Well, there is, it's a date order, that's fine, but what we want to know is how much we spend on each item. So the first thing to do, and this is the really important part, and if this doesn't work for you at any stage, it's because you haven't done this. The first thing we've got to do is sort this. So we'll come over to the sort and filter button, and we'll just sort it A to Z. Now, what that has the effect of doing is that it puts like things together. So it puts all the cars together, it puts all the clothes together, it puts all the electricity, all the entertainment, all the groceries, da-da-da-da. So we've now got a logical sequence of item. Now, over on the Data tab, there is a button called Subtotal, which is what we want. We want a subtotal. We don't want a total for all of this. We want a subtotal for the car, subtotal for car rego, subtotal for clothes. So, subtotal. Did you notice the machine just went and found the data? That's because we were clicked in it. Now up the top here, this looks a bit odd. It says for each change in month. And the reason that it's month is it's the first of the headings. And the machine's just wandered off and got it. But we don't want month. We want every time the item changes. In other words, when it changes from car to car rego, from car rego to clothes, from clothes to electricity, etc., etc., etc. Go and add up the amount. Too easy. Looks incredibly ugly. But here it's given us the two cars and a total for the car and the rego and the two clothes, etc., etc., etc. But right up here, right up in the corner, right up here, we've got a 1, 2, 3. If you click on the 1, that's your grand total. If you click on the 2, there's the subtotals for all the different items. You click on the 3, you see everything. You click back on the 2, there's your subtotals. I wonder what we did for entertainment. Over here is a plus. You click on the plus, it expands, click on the minus, it contracts. Whatever you see prints. Subtotals, really easy. You're not doing any work, Excel is doing it all. Let's just take it one more step. What about if you wanted to know not only the totals, but you wanted to know how many times you spent money in each of these items? Do you remember the car was 2? Well, yes, sure, you can open it and count it, but that's not particularly effective. So let's come up and do the subtotal again. And this time we'll say every time the item changes, go and count the amount. Now, if we OK this, we've got to be very careful here. See this button here, replace current subtotals? That's on by default. But if we turn it off, we'll actually get 2 sets of subtotals. And let's OK that. Look up in the corner here. We've now got 4 buttons. 1, that's our grand total and our grand count. That's 2. There's your grand count down there and your grand total down there and all your items. 3. We spent money on the car twice to a total of that. We spent money on the car rego once, we spent on clothes twice, and to a total of, to a total of, to a total of. Subtotals. I'm going to do another little video on this where we're going to do it with a big piece of data rather than a small piece of data. So it'll be probably called subtotals too.